Welcome back everyone, it's Charlie. This is going to be my new Avengers Hulk video. Marvel just made a big announcement about the future of the Hulk character and She-Hulk, so we'll explain what's going on. They've announced a bunch of big castings, and Mark Ruffalo himself has also announced what's going on with the future of his Bruce Banner Hulk in Marvel Phase 4. We'll do a new Amazon giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and let me know what you want them to do with the Hulk family of characters, anybody from the Hulk comics during Marvel Phase 4, because there's a bunch of them that will be showing up pretty soon. So we'll break down all the big Hulk stuff that's coming up, starting with the big stuff first. Number 5, the She-Hulk series. They confirmed that Tatiana Maslany is going to be their She-Hulk for Marvel Phase 4 and future Avengers movie crossovers. So even though She-Hulk is going to be a Marvel Phase 4 series on Disney Plus that's going to premiere sometime during 2022, the whole idea with all of the Marvel Disney Plus series is that they're connected to and cross over with movies and will set up stuff that they'll deal with in the movies. So there's a little bit of Hulk stuff happening through Thunderbolt Ross, Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Super Soldier program, the Weapons Plus program. That's more Red Hulk Thunderbolt stuff. So the She-Hulk series will just continue that stuff that they set up in Falcon and Winter Soldier. We'll see a little bit of Thunderbolt stuff during the Black Widow movie as well. I'll talk about that in a second too. I'm really happy with the casting. I didn't know that she was in the running, but she's a fantastic actress. If you haven't seen any of her stuff, Orphan Black is probably the best place to go, just because she plays so many different versions of characters. Make all the multiverse jokes you want. If you're not really familiar with the She-Hulk character, she's his cousin in the comics. Jennifer Walters is Bruce Banner's cousin, and she gets into an accident, she gets a blood transfusion from him, and gets his gamma-irradiated blood. That's how she winds up getting her powers, so arguably they'll introduce him at the beginning of the series as a way to give her her abilities. They might change a little bit about her comic book origin story, but they tried to include at least big Easter eggs about the original version from the comics. But one of the bigger takeaways here is that Mark Ruffalo confirmed a long time ago earlier this year that he is sticking around in the MCU for the long haul. His original Marvel movie contract still has one movie left on it before he needs to renegotiate. Based on all the stuff that he said he's doing as the Hulk during Marvel Phase 4, it sounds like he will have to sign a new contract to continue being the Bruce Banner Hulk for Marvel. Interestingly enough though, he did make it seem like he won't be a big character again during Thor 4 Love and Thunder among those projects, even though some of the movie will take place on Earth because New Asgard is still in Norway right now. Just based on the way he was talking about it, I'm not expecting Hulk to show up for anything more than a very short cameo, if anything. Number 4. The Marvel Phase 4 movies and series that Mark Ruffalo confirmed that he's appearing in, just going in order that they're going to be released, starting with Marvel's What If series. He's confirmed for episodes of that. He didn't say how many episodes, but the first season of 10 episodes will be released in summer 2021, right after Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness. He didn't say if his Hulk episode will be for What If Incredible Hulk or for another episode, because Kevin Feige said that they were doing a What If episode for every single Marvel movie from the Infinity Saga, which is 23 episodes total, including the first 2 Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man on the Disney Plus series gets a little complicated with what they're allowed to do with the Sony Marvel sharing deal and Tom Holland, so don't worry about that too much right now. This is mostly a Hulk video. Number 3. Next, Mark Ruffalo said that he had pitched a new Hulk solo series on Disney+. He said the plot of his Hulk series would be very similar, at least in themes, to the original Incredible Hulk TV series from the 1970s with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno's Hulk. There's a big Stan Lee Easter egg in this too. If you guys didn't know, obviously Stan Lee famous for all of his cameos in all the different Marvel projects all across the films, but his very first cameo in live action was on the Incredible Hulk 1978 TV series. Mark Ruffalo said the basic premise of his Incredible Hulk TV series would just be his version of Professor Hulk after the events of Avengers Endgame in 2023, on the run again, being chased down by Thunderbolt Ross and the government. There is word of them doing a lot of Thunderbolts stuff during Marvel Phase 4, so an easy solution would be to have Thunderbolt Ross be the main villain of that series and just have it be Hulk versus the Thunderbolts, with all the biggest Marvel villains teaming up trying to capture the Hulk for 6 episodes. Love the concepts, just want to see some more badass Hulk stuff happening during Marvel Phase 4, which it sounds like they do have plans for. Number 2, this is actually probably the most exciting thing, is that Mark Ruffalo said that he's pitching Kevin Feige on a new Hulk vs. Wolverine movie. He did confirm that there was still kind of a rights issue with Universal, so that's why there's no official date for any kind of new Hulk movie, even though they're trying to work on one. But if there was any confusion, Mark Ruffalo is really excited to do a Hulk vs. Wolverine movie. It's more a question of when they can get to that story. Worst case scenario, they just have to Thor Ragnarok it into some other larger movie with a couple other Avengers characters in the background. The weird technicality of the rights issue is that they can do whatever they want to with Hulk in other people's movies. They just can't put Hulk in the title of the movie. And arguably, if you're going to do Hulk vs. Wolverine, you want to put that in the title. Here's the thing though, Wolverine just feels like too big of a character for them to debut a new version on a Disney Plus series first, because they can do Hulk TV shows, like he said, Incredible Hulk solo series that he's pitching. I think it's more reasonable for them to introduce the concept of the Weapon X program using the Thunderbolt Ross character in the Disney Plus series. Just in the background, you just find out that that's been happening this whole time. In fun fact, the Weapon X program is actually just the most recent iteration of the Super Soldier program that started with Captain America, so Wolverine technically isn't Weapon X, he's Weapon 10, as in Roman numeral X. Captain America is designation Weapon 1. So don't be surprised if they try to use some MCU Captain America Super Soldier mythology when they introduce a new version of the Weapon X program in the MCU. In Thunderbolt, Ross already had a version of the Super Soldier Serum in the Incredible Hulk movie. There was even a scene where he explained a quote-unquote special program that sounded exactly like the Weapon X program. This was that scene.
You're aware that we've got an infantry weapons development program. Well, in WW2, they initiated a sub-program for biotech force enhancement.
Yeah, Super Soldier.
Yes. An oversimplification, but yes. And I dusted it off. Got him doing serious work again, bold work. Banner's work was very early phase. He thought he was working on radiation resistance. I would never have told him what the project really was.
That was from 2008 when they didn't have any of the X-Men rights and couldn't do big X-Men Easter eggs, but doesn't it sound like they were writing that as if Thunderbolt Ross was conducting the Weapon X program and this was just part of that? Now that they have all the rights to the X-Men characters, there are no limitations. They can reference anything that they want. Mark Ruffalo also said that he pitched a different Professor Hulk movie to Marvel. This one was more about the Hulk and Banner battling it out for control of his body. Remember the Avengers Infinity Saga deleted scene from Infinity War where we saw a version of that play out during the big final battle in Wakanda? It would be a whole movie for something like that, which does sound cool. I posted that whole deleted scene to my channel a while ago, so I'll link it at the end of this. But he didn't give any kind of indication as to who the main villain of that movie would be, besides Hulk and Banner just fighting each other. But a lot of you have seen the Thunderbolt Ross Red Hulk rumors. If they really do start setting that character up after the Black Widow movie during Marvel Phase 4 or a Disney Plus series, Red Hulk is a great villain for a Hulk movie. Easy slam dunk. And because Mark Ruffalo intends on coming back during Avengers 5 in 3 to 4 years whenever they get to that movie, there's always potential for a Dark Avengers subplot in Marvel Phase 5 too. But number one, of course, Red Hulk during Marvel Phase 4 and Avengers 5. What we know right now is that he's rumored to appear at some point during the She-Hulk series, which might sound strange at first, but if they have the rights to do whatever kind of Hulk TV show that they want, it would make sense that they tease a lot of Hulk-based characters on the TV shows. Right now, there's no Thunderbolts movie that's happening during Marvel Phase 4, but there is a good chance that after the current batch of Marvel Disney Plus series the next 2 years, they'll announce a Thunderbolts series, and that's where you see them do a lot of Red Hulk stuff. Short answer is, there's a lot more Hulk characters coming during Marvel Phase 4. Also, Falcon and Winter Soldier is supposed to set up some Thunderbolts stuff, and that's going to be the very first Disney Plus series coming in August. Right now, the expected release date of the She-Hulk series will be 2022 sometime. That's also probably around the same year that they wind up releasing the Hawkeye series. I don't know when they plan on releasing the Moon Knight series, but of course I'll do more videos about those when we get more information. Let me know in the comments though, what do you guys think about Tatiana Maslany playing She-Hulk in the MCU and her showing up in future Avengers movies? I know everyone's got all kinds of theories about her showing up during Spider-Man 3 now because Spider-Man really could use a lawyer to help him out now that the government is after him. But the really good news is that the other big character that's coming back is Chris Hemsworth's Thor. I just did a video, he posted a clip of himself just doing all kinds of funny stuff talking about coming back in the Avengers, so click here to watch that, and click here for the other big new Avengers movies announcement that Marvel just made about the brand new villain that just debuted. Thank you so much for watching, everyone stay safe, I'll see you guys tonight.